It's extremely hard to BS in 140 characters. So I find it charming to see when people try. That tiny space kind of strips you bare to a degree, and I find that refreshing. There are these tricks of literature, poetry, drama, journalism that are extremely effective, and to study those, I think, is to get an advantage. So that's what brings me here, is a sense of responsibility, a sense of teaching people the best possible use for this thing, and offsetting what could be seen as some potential negatives. The internet itself has had these patterns that you mentioned since it began, and Twitter is sort of another instantiation of the internet, kind of a micro version of it. And so I'm expecting to see all of these things over and over again as these social networks proliferate. So I'm not surprised. I do look to the lessons of history and think about blogging, for example. I think about instant messaging and these tools that we've had for a while and how they've been used and abused, and I watch for that. And I try to advise against, for example, writing when you're emotionally compromised. In the States, I would say, don't drink and tweet. That's not really appropriate here. So I'd like to tell people to don't tweet when you're angry, or upset. Because that's one way people get themselves in trouble, I think.
There is an incredible opportunity right now for, really unprecedented, for talented people with a great idea and the ability to execute it, to take their idea to the world. I like talking about how, despite what Tom Friedman says, the world is not flat. I've looked into this, it's not flat, but the World Wide Web is. And it's a really empowering idea when you can think about building something anywhere you've got an internet connection and being able to show it off to the world. Because not only is the internet the world's greatest stage, it's also the world's greatest library. Imagine the value of the Library of Alexandria 1,000 times, 100,000 times greater and ever growing. Right? That's what the internet is. And if we want to learn something, we can seek out an answer. If I want to learn how to build the next Reddit or Twitter or Facebook, actually all those resources are there. And it turns out more and more people are building more and more things that allow even a broader range of people to show off their talents. So whether you've got an idea for a film, there are new ways every day to get that film funded. Whether you've got an idea for a book, there are more and more ways to get the exposure for your writing. We're seeing now this proliferation of platforms that allow people to share their brilliance. And what I love about this is, I think back for millennia, all of the awesome people. I know I say awesome a lot, but it's true. There have been so many awesome people who have never been able to take their ideas to the world because of just, frankly, ridiculous reasons. And as a consumer of things in this world, I like good art, I like good businesses, I like good nonprofits. I see the internet as this stage, this platform for so many people to take their brilliance to the world now, and for all of us to get to consume, better things. We'll get better ideas. We'll get, and the open internet is this wonderful marketplace of ideas, and I just want to see better things in it. So whether it's what I can do as an investor or as an evangelist, I just want to do everything I can to help see more people